I have to get my mic. There we go. All right. So these are my audience. We have Maya, Skylar, and Maya's mom, who's on the phone, and Sunny. That's our dog. Today we're going to be talking about the evolution of recording technology in music. Um, so if you've ever purchased or owned or listened to music using a vinyl record, a compact disc, or a streaming service at some point in your life, you would know that they're all very different. The truth is, these objects or lack thereof represent colossal fundamental shifts in how we experience music. Not that long ago, listening to music meant sitting in a concert hall or playing an instrument yourself. Today, we can all access almost any song ever made with just a tap on our phones. This huge change didn't happen overnight. It's the result of decades of technological innovation. The way music is recorded, shared, and listened to doesn't just show how far technology has come. It reflects our culture has shifted from treating music as a rare physical treasure to something we can instantly stream from anywhere. The story of recording technology is really the story of how our relationship with music has evolved. From warmth and effort of the analog era to the clarity and convenience of the digital age to the on demand world of streaming. Each stage has completely transformed how we experience sound. Today, I'll walk through this journey, starting with analog's physical connection, then exploring digital's leap in quality and portability, and finally looking at how streaming has made music more accessible than ever. To fully appreciate where we are today, we must first go back to the very beginning, the golden age that made music a physical object. The first real way people could own recorded sound came in 1877 when Thomas Edison invented the phonograph. It captured sound on a tinfoil cylinder, an incredible innovation for its time. Not long after, the flat disc record, or vinyl, took over and became the standard, reaching its golden age in the mid 20th century. My source on that is the Recording Engineer's Handbook. Until the 1980s, people didn't just listen to music, they owned it. Each record came with a beautiful album art, printed lyrics, and linear notes that made every purchase feel personal and meaningful. Then came magnetic tape, which changed everything again. Tape made it possible for artists to layer sounds, experiment in the studio, and edit their recordings in ways they had never been possible before. When the compact cassette and the Sony Walkman hit the scene in 1979, music suddenly became something you could carry with you anywhere. For the first time, people could create their own mixtapes and soundtracks for a daily life, a major step towards the personalized listening experience we take for granted today. The beloved physical nature of analog music was suddenly challenged and ultimately rendered obsolete with the introduction of the laser beam and digital age. The compact disc, or the CD, released in 1982, made an aggressive promise: perfect sound forever by storing audio data digitally. This new format delivered sound that was clearer and sharper than anything listeners had heard before. No more pops, crackles, or hiss from worn out vinyl records. The arrival of the CD sparked a massive boom in the music industry, quickly overtaking vinyl and cassette tapes to become the dominant way people bought and listened to music by the mid 1990s. Then came the MP3, a digital breakthrough that shrank audio files down to a fraction of their original size while keeping the sound quality surprisingly good. Suddenly, the songs could be easily shared, downloaded, and stored on computers without taking up much space. Devices like the Apple's iPod, released in 2001, took that freedom to the next level, allowing people to carry out thousands of songs in their pockets for the first time. It completely redefined what it meant to own music. It went from a shelf of physical objects to a hard drive of digital files. If the digital era gave us ownership of files, the next revolution would replace ownership altogether with effortless, instant access. Streaming services like Spotify and Apple Music, launched in the late 2000s, offered all the world's music just for a low monthly fee. The model transitioned the listener from acting as a buyer of music to a subscriber to music. Streaming effectively solved the problem of piracy and storage by prioritizing convenience and universal access. Today, the soundscape is defined by the algorithm in the smart device. Algorithms now heavily dictate music discovery through personalized playlists, which is a major shift from finding music through radio or friends. Listeners now follow a continuous stream of music hits under their own control, turning the encounter into something more casual, diverse, and omnipresent. From the tinfoil canister to worldwide algorithms, the story of recorded music sound has been quite extraordinary. The technological path through the analog generation, digital revolution, and now the age of streaming has altered not only how music is made, but how we personalize it in our everyday lives. We started by connecting with the value and tangibility of music from vinyl to magnetic tape. We then looked at CD, MP3 revolution and the sound quality and portability. And finally, we saw how streaming replaced ownership with instant, ubiquitous access. Music is still about passion, artistry, and connection, but the next time your phone is immediately plays a song that perfectly matches your mood or a song you just thought of, take a moment to appreciate the century of engineering that turned a simple sound wave into a continuous, on-demand soundtrack for your life. Thank you.
Beautiful.